Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, that works.
It does work, doesn't it? We can just launch right into it.
Let's go.
Someone left a comment on the last podcast. Here's what it says. It says, RIP to the rated 5 stars on the iTunes bit. That's right, because we are no longer, from February 16th, going to be present on the iTunes platform. We're only on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
And Spotify 1 week before YouTube.
Yeah. And Spotify has video now.
They do a video. So if you want the podcast fresh, Spotify is your place to go from the 16th of February. That's right?
Yeah. I believe.
Probably. But yeah, we can no longer be doing every podcast the bit of saying rated 5 stars on iTunes by this person because we don't like iTunes. Not. We no longer love them.
Yeah.
Fucking iTunes.
I know, right?
Yeah. We're going to have to switch over to YouTube comments.
I heard iTunes never shaves their legs.
Well, it's it's their preference.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. It's weird in the sense that most people shave their legs these days. If they're female, most men don't.
Do you think iTunes is female?
I don't know. I never really got that vibe. I feel like they're kind of just androgynous.
No, I just meant because it's useless. So I assumed it was female.
Yeah, it was always telling me what to fucking listen to, you know?
Exactly.
Hello, this is your daily dose of misogyny.
Welcome back. This is Misogyny with Matt.
Misogyny with Matt. This is
every segment.
Every week, Matt gets his own segment where he's just a little bit misogynist.
Okay.
Just a little bit, though.
All I'm saying is you hear them talking about women's rights, but I never heard one admit when they're wrong. So all I'm saying.
Oh, he's just got these badges backed up in the arsenal.
I actually do have tweets backed up.
Oh, shit. That was a good one.
What a zinger.
Don't steal that. I'm tweeting that immediately after this, okay?
Well, obviously, Matt's on the show.
Oh, hey.
Zuckles is here. Mason.
G'day.
Toby's here.
Hello.
Swagger's here.
Hey, we're Pimp Chimpin'.
I'm here. And arguably, we are Pimp Chimpin'. Why is that?
You see, humanity is but that of an evolved primate creature, like an ape or a monkey. Right? And what is it that all of us want?
Pussy.
Pussy.
That's true.
Lies and pussy.
That's
and
right.
what do pimps do?
I don't know, bro. I like...
Oh, they get pussy.
Shit.
They get
they provide pussy.
They provide pussy and receive it. They're in control. So we, as large evolved primates, are primarily
primates.
No,
shit.
Pimp Chimpin'.
Pimp Chimpin'.
You know, I think you're onto something because I think everyone does just want pussy.
You can make a religion out of that.
Even women.
All men. Apart from gay men, I guess.
Yeah, but they don't count.
They don't
gay
count.
Men, asexuals,
okay,
straight men who were off-put by pussy.
Okay,
they don't count either.
So most people want pussy. Yeah. Straight women, they want pussy too. They just don't admit it.
Yeah.
Because, like, you ever see a straight woman that's like, yeah, I'll fuck my best friend?
Yeah, it's scientifically proven.
It's all the time. Straight women are always just like, yeah, I'll fucking make out with some women at a bar. You don't see straight men going, yeah, I'm going to make out with fucking dudes at a bar.
Yeah, but that's because we live in an oppressive society that makes men feel bad for being gay.
That's true, actually. I think it would be epic if guys did that.
Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't that, if it was just as common for dudes to make out.
I mean, it happens, but yeah, it's not common.
Yeah, it's not common. I guess in this day and age, it's a lot more common.
All right, now you two kiss.
He's got the mask on. That doesn't count.
What if there was a mutation for men that
made them not like pussy?
No, like it provided them with 2 penises, and one was attracted to women and one was attracted to men.
Oh.
That sounds like a great sitcom.
But why would you need
2 dicks living together in the same pair of underpants? One likes men, the other likes women.
That's some weird ass like Adult Swim shit. You'd see at like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Some like crackhead cartoon. Some Michael Cusack shit.
Too many dicks.
Who's Michael Cusack?
He's like one of the he's like a really big animator.
What's like a show of his I've seen?
Fuck, dude. It was a lot of online stuff. I think he had done work with Smiling Friends, which was a Adult Swim pilot that Psychic Pebbles was also doing.
Was he like a Newgrounds kid?
Weird shit then.
I'm pretty sure he might have had roots in Newgrounds. But goddamn.
Newgrounds is where I used to, there were these games on Newgrounds.
Yeah, hentai games.
No, not hentai games. It was just like a photo of a woman and they would have like cartoon clothes on and you could like take the clothes off and put different clothes on.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know, as a preteen, it was just like take their clothes off. Oh, that's epic. And then go to the next game.
Man, I wish there was a website just filled with naked people for me to look at. But
yeah, but a game's kind of it's interactive. There was one called El Zacco's Bitches. I still
El Zacco's Bitches.
I still remember it. And you had to click you had to click on their clothes, and then it would like slowly take it down. So you had to click like 10 times for it to fully come off.
Wow.
It's like an animation.
It's like
you know?
cookie clicker, except
clicker,
porn.
Yeah, cookie clicker for pussy.
Coochie clicker.
Yeah, coochie clicker.
Talk about earning that dopamine. You know,
Yeah.
gotta get those
Yeah.
10 clicks.
Exactly. And yeah, it was,
Fucking scroll the mouse wheel, like stimulate the clit.
Here we go with the clit again. Matt thinks it's hard to find a clit.
Is it that hard?
Have you ever used a map?
A what?
A map.
GPS
Man,
works too.
GPS.
I use my phone.
With Neuralink, you could probably use
have a torch.
GPS.
With Neuralink.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
interesting you bring that up because we
Yeah.
actually have a Neuralink right here and popped it on your head. How do you feel?
The same, I guess.
Oh, so
This shit's evolutionary.
I don't think it's calibrated correctly.
Yeah, probably not.
Here, give it here.
I don't even know how Neuralink works.
Oh, here we go. It's going on Swagger's head, and he's got the. Oh, he's spazzing out. Something's going on there.
Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep.
He's turned into. He communicates only in binary now.
110011111111111110.
It's just a spam donation.
Swagger, I know that you're a robot, but that doesn't mean you have to be like obscenely racist at the same time. All right? There's no need to say that kind of stuff on the podcast. Just because you hate all humans and want them to die because they've been enslaving your people for a long time now.
Well, that's really insensitive of you to call them his people. They aren't people, they're robots.
True. Does that offend you?
No.
Oh, he said no. He's learning.
It's machine learning.
I hope we have robot pals in the future. I'm so sick of my real friends.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the new Boston Dynamics video that they did with Spot?
The one where they were dancing? Or is it a new
No,
one?
no,
Yellow
there's a
one?
new one. Yeah, Spot's the yellow dog robot.
Yeah.
They could walk around and shit. They said the video's title is Spot's Got an Arm. And, they put the arm on it, but they pretty much showed, it can open doors, it can turn levers, it can turn valves, it can pick
Get a
shit
gun
up.
and shoot someone?
Oh, dude, easily.
Crazy.
So easily. But, fucking wild. They had a bit where, there was one robot, and it was just jumping rope. It was just jumping when the rope would come. And I remember looking at that and being like, oh, yeah, I know he can jump, but what does this have to do with anything? And then it zooms out, and then there's two other robots with their arms on the jump rope fucking spinning it around.
That's epic.
Fucking crazy.
We should buy one of those dog robots. I don't think any YouTubers have done that yet.
No, we should. We totally should.
You got to spare,
75
15 million.
grand.
How much are they?
75 grand, and
70,000?
Offline TV's already done it.
They're 70.
Oh,
They're
shit.
75 grand?
Yeah.
That's so cheap.
Well, that's like the base model, and then you can add stuff to it.
What can you
Yeah,
add?
but you can just make your own shit.
Like cameras and shit. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
I
Can
think
you ride
Michael
them?
Reeves was going to make it so that it held beer in it, and then it would pee beer.
I watched
Oh.
X-Men the other night. And,
Oh, yeah?
They made there was these robots in it. I think they're called Sentinels, and they can detect a mutant, different form of blood.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon robots gonna be able to do that, man. They're gonna have X-ray vision or some shit.
Take mutants.
Yeah,
Man.
kill all the trans people.
Can they tell us what the fuck this is then? Wrapped in tape? The hell is
Yeah,
this?
what the hell is this thing on the
Looks
on the
like a
table?
pipe bomb.
It does look like a pipe
But
bomb.
it smells.
Good.
Oh, that's a good sniff. What's it smell like?
Oh, it smells. What does it smell like, Matt? The clit?
He doesn't know what that smells
Yeah,
like.
I don't know what the fuck that smells like.
Whatever it is, it smells good, and it's a very new Gamer Supps flavor,
Oh my god.
which we'll be releasing very shortly. And
Very shortly.
we've had a special hand in creating this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have. It's our own personal flavor, actually, for the
Mhm.
Misfits, and it's releasing soon. We would tell you what it smells like, but that would give away what the flavor is.
What is your personal flavor?
My personal flavor is...
Zany?
yeah, it's a zany with a hint of sorrow.
That's one hell of a cocktail.
yeah, on the rocks, What about
Okay.
you? What's your
Wait, you've got sorrow on the rocks?
yeah.
It sounds like a suicide joke.
sorrow.
So the rocks.
Yeah. It's not, but
Like
Okay.
a really sad man on meth.
Yeah, that works. Are you a sad man? Oh, no, but he's got the zaniness.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
that's why I don't need the meth. I'm already zany enough.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, guys, anyway, this is our new flavor. It's coming out soon. Get hyped. It's delicious. It's the best one yet. Everyone that
Yeah.
tries it is like, oh my God, I have not tasted a Gamer Supps flavor this good. It's because we paid them to say that.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a very good flavor. I'm just fucking around. Coming out soon. What's the date? Anyone know?
Nope.
No? We all
Afraid-
forgot.
Hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
Well,
We'll update you next podcast with more information.
That's right.
Now, in regards to this, GamersUps.gg, use code Misfits for 10% off.
For 10% off. Now onto the real show. Mace's got something he really wants to say.
Do I?
Yeah, mate. Come on, don't be shy.
I don't know,
Come on,
man.
say the thing. You were saying it before. You're like,
let's, I reckon fucking, if you could have any fucking, like, not superpower, but like some type of, like,
ability,
Like
but like in the
talent?
past during like the fucking where there's knights and shit, you know,
so medieval times.
like sorcery,
Right.
Kinda
So
like,
wizardry powers.
kind of like King Arthur type shit with the sword you pull out the rock. Like, what would you have?
pause time.
Pause time.
But that's like a superpower. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're
never
talking
mind.
like
wizard.
I'm thinking
make
like
fire come out
cast
your
a spell,
hand.
you know, yeah, fire,
Yeah.
like.
What's
Cast
your,
a spell to pause time. Then what's
Probably
the dude
lightning,
from
man.
Marvel that does that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get away with that, I guess, but
I'd want the ability to manipulate things using like my hand and my mind. Like you just pick up a sword and then just start spinning it,
Like
and then
telekinesis?
just, like throw it at people.
He just wants the force.
well, I had a dream
Yeah.
last night that I had this sword that cut through anything. And
Oh,
it was
yeah?
like I was cutting through concrete and shit, and it just sliced it through. Like,
Is this the start of an
pretty hectic.
infomercial?
Start of what?
did it cut through bullshit?
It cut through all the bullshit, man.
Just straight to the point.
Fucking great. Yeah.
That's sick. Wow, that's cool. What'd you use it for in your dream?
Well, funnily enough, I didn't kill anyone.
You didn't kill anyone. You
No,
just
I was just swinging it through shit. Like, look at this cunt. This is fucking hectic.
various materials.
That's pretty much what I was doing.
Did you slice open anything interesting? Like
I
stone?
sliced through like a big stone pillar,
Cool.
and it just went straight through.
Righteous.
Would you imagine Mason with like a real life lightsaber?
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
epic.
that'd be so cool. It would be my best party trick.
Yeah, I reckon you'd be like the last person I would give it to if I had one. Be like, Mason, check this out. I'd be like, oh, how does this work?
Dude, I had a laser that kind of smuggled in.
Oh,
Oh, zany.
Yeah, but like it was an accident, so whatever.
Oh, Roger, little accident.
And it's like one of those 500-meter ones, and I was like pretending to use it as a lightsaber, like zoom.
500 meter.
It was like
Oh, in
actually like
distance.
1,000, yeah, and it shows the beam.
Wait,
Oh.
smuggled where? Like in
Wait,
school?
Are you sure
Some
it was 500 meter and not 500 watt?
No, it was probably 1,000 meters actually.
Oh.
Like
Doesn't light go forever?
what?
Like a laser?
Wait, no,
like,
Yeah, but it gets
1,000
fainter.
milliwatt.
It's more like it's effective for 1,000 meters.
okay, that's fucked. And you were just holding it up like this,
And
like towards the
Up
sky.
the stars and shit. Well,
You know how
it's pitch
fucked
black.
up that is?
What?
You can fucking. What if your beam hit a plane or a
Yeah,
helicopter?
but it's not like I'm pointing it at it. Like it'll just be like a shooting star to someone in a plane, you know?
Yeah,
Be
but a
like,
shooting star that's green and it goes down to Earth.
so an
Blinding.
alien or
It
something.
blinds them.
It'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know.
What if there's two pilots in a cockpit somewhere? Cockpit. And they just spilled coffee all over the dashboard and it's a disaster. And they're like, oh no, this is going to be okay as long as we can see what we're doing. That's when you come in with your fucking piece of shit laser straight in the eye. Ah, I can't see anymore. And they start just like making it worse. Plane starts descending.
So that's why there's two
Passengers
pilots
start screaming.
for that exact scenario.
Yeah, here's the catch. The other pilot,
Is blind.
the other pilot is blind
The
because
seeing eye dog is there to help.
yeah, he's just an old dog. They let him through because of his charisma alone, and somehow he became a pilot.
Well, shit happens. So
It does happen.
Dude.
Can't you fly a helicopter?
I have flown a helicopter. I can't legally fly a helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't have much else to say.
You
Well.
brought up UFOs, Mace. UFOs and aliens. I saw this video that was like, it was sounding like the world's most convincing alien abduction story, and it was from the 1970s.
I'm convinced.
Does it end with a Mercedes bending?
No.
Okay,
It's
good.
not a joke. It's not a joke. So basically, what had happened was there was a bunch of people on a logging site, and they were working like entire days, entire nights on this shit, and then they were going home together, the entire crew. And they were driving. They were driving in their car all together, and then they see in the forest, in the woods off to the right, there's a giant light, and they're like, "Oh, like what the fuck is that? Like what is that?" And then they're like, "Oh, well, I guess there's no harm in checking it out. It could be a forest fire. It could, we might
Well,
as
that's
well
how
swing by
every
and
movie
see how it
starts.
is."
No.
And then they approach it, and they're on the edge of the forest, and they see this giant UFO like hovering above the forest, and this guy gets out. One of them gets out just to look at it, and then he's so like entranced by the ship that he he like walks towards it, and everyone's like, dude, what are you doing? Come back. And he's just ignoring them, and he keeps walking through. And like then they all get out of the car, and then they're going towards him. And he's standing right underneath the ship looking at it and being like, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The whole underside of the ship was like intricate.
Then
And
he gets incinerated.
well, he was shot by what they say looked like a bolt of lightning. And he flew like 10 meters into the woods. And then they all got in their truck and they fucking ran away.
They left him?
Yeah.
Bunch of guns.
They had left, and I think like a couple miles down the road, they were like, no, like we have to go back. And people were like, no, like that's fucked up. And they go, okay, well, if you can get out here and wait, but this car is going back and we're going to get her friend. And they were like, okay, fine, like let's just all go back. And they go back and they couldn't find him. The ship was gone. They couldn't find what the fuck happened. And then they were like, oh, we have to tell the cops. Like we have to tell somebody about this. But they understood that, going to police and saying, hey, our friend is missing. Oh, what happened? Oh, well, there was a giant UFO over a forest and it zapped him with a bolt of lightning. So when they
partially convincing.
Well, when they told the cops, they were like, no, this is fucking bullshit. Like, you guys murdered your friend.
Yeah.
If you just tell us where the body is, like, you're not going to get as much time and all of that shit. So, like, there was this huge media frenzy. This was like the 1970s, a huge media frenzy. Everyone, like, going, like, what the fuck? There was aliens, blah, 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 blah. And they couldn't find this guy. They had search parties looking for him for, like, 3 days? 3 or 5 days or something like that. And then apparently the guy remembers like waking up on the road, like not knowing what happened, and then he goes back and he finds a payphone. He calls his brother, and then his brother was part of the crew, and then he was like, holy shit, he picked him up, and then like he told his side of the story, and like because he's alive and well, the cops dropped any charges and shit. But it was like this whole thing.
That man,
yeah, he said
Barack Obama.
It's Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
But no, it was this.
Wait, so
I'm paraphrasing the shit out of the story.
Wait, so that's fundamentally the end of the story?
Well, he gave a detailed account of what his experience on the ship was, which was also really.
He said he didn't remember anything.
Wait, he went up to the ship?
Apparently, it came back to him after a couple of days because it was a traumatic experience or something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like you said this was convincing.
I was expecting this to lead to a joke.
I saw it. Bro.
Yeah, I was expecting a Shaggy Dog joke as well.
No.
And that's how I found out the Mercedes-Benz.
I mean, here's the problem with that. I don't believe it.
Yeah, neither. I reckon it's a hunky shit.
They're doing crack in the woods, bro.
Come on, it's the 70s. Why was no one filming on their phone? No, I mean, it's literally just like, could be fabricated completely. Did he have any scorch marks from the laser?
He
doesn't know. How convenient.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
I watched a video on it. It was like 25 minutes, and it seemed like
That's a complete waste of time.
I watched a video. I watched a movie called Transformers, and that was very convincing as well.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, they at least had like video of the shit happening.
Yeah, there's actual footage of these huge robots
the
tearing through downtown Los Angeles.
That's wild.
Bro, the cars
You wouldn't
can
believe
transform.
this stuff. You'd think it's in Hollywood or something.
No way.
The cars can transform, man. They're just waiting for some life to hurt us.
This is the second time we brought up Transformers, and
I'm all over it.
you're all over
Love
it.
Transformers, mate.
All over those
X-Men and
robots.
Transformers. best
X-Men,
films.
Transformers. What's some other top films for you? Some other top franchises. What gets your dick hard when you're thinking about, I want to watch a movie?
Fucked if I know, like something cool, like
Porn usually does it.
or that, I guess.
Or that. Nah, I don't
I
know.
watched the
Only-
Trial of the Chicago 7 recently.
How was that?
Good movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't seem that convinced.
No, it was good. It's long, and the entire movie pretty much takes place in a courtroom, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I think I started watching that, but I was so stoned that I don't recall anything about it, and I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was just about these people that were protesting, and then the cops were like, "You're going to jail. Fuck you."
Classic story.
Yeah.
And I guess you won't spoil the rest because that would be indecent of you.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
It's not really a very human thing
I
to
mean,
do.
Sacha Baron Cohen's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Except he's not playing a zany character, so it's kind of weird.
I was going to say very nice, but now I withdraw.
How's this? If we ever make our own movie, we should do some Ocean's 11 type shit.
Yeah, we rob a casino or
Yeah.
a bank or
I think that would be
or an
fun.
art
that
gallery.
funny.
Is that to fund the movie or?
Let's start a GoFundMe. Guys, we just started No, I'm kidding. I'm taking the piss.
Us in a movie. Oh my god. Can you act?
I can
You can
play. I can
act.
act.
All right, give us a scene right now. All right, give him a character, give me a character, and give us a situation.
You're a bank robber, and he's the teller.
Guys, I have a plan. We're going to go fucking rob this bank.
I'm literally the teller, so.
Oh. Shit.
I'm going to call security now.
Like, I have a plan to rob this bank.
I'm like, just mash
All right, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Well, hey, hello, welcome to the bank.
All right, here's the deal. If you don't fucking, I need lines, bro. I need to see like what I'm about to say.
I'm sorry, sir. It's not really something that we do here.
You know what? Fuck this. Fuck the idea. We're scrapping
Hey, can you hurry up? I need to make a withdrawal.
So
I'm in the bank. I'm in bank robbing.
I'll be
gear,
the distraction. I'll be in the casino with the shirt off, going, I just lost $1,000.
Is this guy on meth?
Not even acting.
And then you guys just go in and grab all the cash.
All right. Well, give me and Toby a scene then. Because this guy clearly can't act to save his fucking tits.
I don't know.
Okay.
You guys could. I don't know.
Should you just do the same scene?
No, that's boring. Come on.
I'm just good at acting. I don't know this good storyline part of it.
All right.
Let's see.
You be a goat. I'm about to milk you. Come here, you fucking little goat. I'm about to milk you.
Fuck off, you can.
And Oscar.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
You're
All right.
fucking welcome.
Swagger, you are an upstanding guy. And Matt, I hope you know that you're the same. And go.
Hey, man, how are you today?
I'm upstanding.
Oh, he's upstanding. Oh, he's sitting down. He can't stand himself.
You're not an upstanding guy. What
He
the fuck?
is standing. What do you mean?
Guys, let's not talk about Swagger's disability.
Let's not talk about Swagger's height on the podcast.
Sorry, man.
I can't believe that you actually
You
make
roast
us.
me all the time, but you know.
I can't believe that Swagger actually makes us like put this fake chair back here to make it look like he's sitting down. When in
My
reality, he's
legs
actually
hurt so
standing.
much, dude. They're so strained. I stand all the time.
Yeah, this is him standing. This is me standing.
Yeah. Swagger baby legs.
Anyway, let's get on to some stories or some shit. What do we got?
All
Went
right.
for a haircut last week.
So the other day I was in the bank doing my job, and this fucking really awkward guy comes up to me.
He goes, all right, here we go. This is what we're going to do. I have a plan.
I'm about to rob this bank. So anyway, security came, and that was basically the end of that.
Yeah.
Never saw him again. Wait.
Oh, here I am.
There
Well,
it is.
fuck, there you go.
Yeah. How'd it go?
I don't know.
I kind of like this whole improv thing.
Yeah, well, give us more scenes. Come on. All right, genuine scene for you and Matt.
Okay.
Okay. All right, something from the audience. Okay, you are a 4-year-old boy. Yeah, you're a 4-year-old. Why? Why are you looking at me like that?
I got.
What? You can't act. Do your
He's
job.
whining like one already. He's doing good at this. I like this.
You can't comprehend anything.
You're a
because he's
4-year-old
4.
boy that wants some mommy's milkers.
Okay. You're a 7-year-old boy and you
Alright.
don't want your mommy's milkers. Matt, you are the principal of elementary school. Timothy here has just been called into your office because he's been a very bad boy. And go.
Timothy, what brings you in here again?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Then why are you here? Why did the teacher bring you
I
here?
don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
God, I hate working with the mentally disabled kids. I'm done with this school. I quit.
You can't just.
Does that mean I could go?
You're supposed to like tell him what he did. You know, you can't just. You know, you're losing to a
Yeah, you're
7-year-old.
seven- oh,
You
shit.
can't argue like that with a 7-year-old. You have to have some
What
authority.
7-year-old argues like that isn't
What I-
mentally retarded?
What-
Hey,
what I
you
do?
can't
Be
say that
canceled.
word.
I'm sorry.
The neo-dead virgins are going to be furious.
What I do?
What I do? I think retarded. At school one time, Jessica told me that I had a stupid popsicle, and I said, "Jessica, you're a fucking." I swore. Shit.
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 Yeah.
And this
Y'all
is
ever
who's-
do an escape room?
What?
You ever do an escape room?
Nah.
I've escaped the room.
Have any of you ever done an
Yeah,
escape
we've all done an
Yeah.
escape room.
I've never done one.
I wasn't there.
Oh, is this just a weird way of you bringing up that you weren't invited to the escape room?
Yes.
You were in New Zealand.
Remember that one time you guys did that? Yeah.
Yeah, still hanging on to that. Still hate that you guys did that.
I really want to escape this conversation.
Why do you ask about escape
No,
rooms?
I did an escape room recently. It was Saw themed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was cool.
Like, is in the movie or is in, like, it was sore?
I wasn't Saw, but someone might have been.
The theme was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what did it involve?
Well, we arrive at this escape room.
You
They
arrive
make
at
us
the
sign
escape
a
room,
waiver.
You sign a waiver.
You know that apparently you can't actually lock someone in a room.
What?
Like it's illegal to lock someone in a room.
Really?
They told us that first. They're like, no, you're not actually locked in this room. You know, if you need out, you can get out. And like,
well, it's locked, but you can they'll let you out.
well, there's like an entrance and then there's an exit, and you can just go out the entrance again if you need to.
Yeah,
But
it's
obviously,
kind of just how
that's not winning the
entrances
escape.
work. It's sort of just what an entrance is, really. It
Yeah.
can't function as an exit as well.
Yeah, but they can't lock you in. But anyway, it was the Saw, like the movie themed escape room.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They take us to the room and then they blindfold us. There was 4 of us. They blindfolded us. Then they put handcuffs on our wrists.
Thank you.
Then they took us into the room, blindfolded, and handcuffed us to a pole, each of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we each had these little puzzles that we had to do to get out of the handcuffs. And then the escape room initiated.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. There was a bunch of blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dead guy.
What the fuck?
Are you sure you're not traumatized by this whole thing? Because you're kind
Is
of
this legit?
You're kind of
Like,
trying to play this
you
off
trying to
like it
tell
was
us
some
something?
kind of like intentional thing that you went to do.
My friend was decapitated in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone died. I'm the only survivor.
Yeah. And how was that?
But I escaped the room.
Yeah, you completed the mission.
Yeah, I didn't break the record,
Mm.
but I was pretty good.
It just goes to show you can escape the room, but you can't escape your past.
Yeah, because my past was there. My pastor.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, dude.
This kind of reminds me of the whole fucking, I don't know if you ever heard of it, like the horror escape room, not escape rooms, like horror mazes and shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that shit.
And I've
in the
heard
US.
stories like people signing waivers and getting their teeth pulled out and shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like a really fucked up one.
And you win
somewhere
like
in,
bank. You win bank from it.
It's
if you
like
get through
somewhere
it.
in the Midwest. It's like you sign like this host of waivers, and it's just like they'll feed you like slimy food. Like they'll put you in a coffin for hours, and
What the fuck?
it's like legitimate. It's like borderline torture, and it's like when you sign the waiver and you do it. To my knowledge, like you're in it, and like even if you say like a safe word or like whatever, it's like no, there's no safe word. Like you're in it.
Yikes.
So it's a really intense experience. But apparently, you get a lot of money if you can, I guess,
That's wild.
get out or whatever.
Huh.
But yeah, they're not liable for any physical or emotional damage as
Yeah.
long as it doesn't result in death.
Yeah, well, in Australia, you can't even fucking lock someone in a room, so that wouldn't go here.
Whoa. I mean, you
Anyway,
can.
the escape room was cool.
That's good.
Long story short.
We should all do an escape
We
room
should.
again.
I like the maze ones. In New Zealand, there's a lot of cornfield mazes,
Oh, yeah.
but like they have people with chainsaws running after you and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
What the
do that
fuck?
shit.
But like they're kind of bullshit because if you just stop and look them in the eyes, then they get all nervous.
Yeah, it's kind of corny.
They hate eye contact. You bastard.
I wouldn't mind there actually being like an element of actual physical danger. Like instead of a guy running around with a chainsaw, it's some cunt with like a taser.
Mm.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
and it's
Like a
just like
light
you can
taser.
just zap you with the baton.
Yeah, if it's not like a crazy taser, then it's just kind of like, oh, that fucking hurts, but I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like that would be more like convincing. Because like the whole chainsaw without a blade or chain on it is like, well, if I'm an adult, like, you'd be like, oh, you're funny, you're a fucking idiot. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Slice me with a bladeless chain?
Well, you gotta have fun with it.
But
you know?
when
you
you're a
gotta play
kid,
along.
You know, when you're a kid, it's great for kids. Like if you're an
Yeah.
adult going with your kid and you get to see your kid get traumatized,
Epic.
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
fucking so funny.
I went to one when I was a kid, and it actually fucked me up a little bit. Like the entire building was just eerie and scary.
Was it Spookers?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and like they have like all these paintings on the walls that like look at you as you go past and all this crazy shit like that, and like ominous hallways.
That was like one of my big fears when I was like younger. It all stems from this fucking game I played called Hamtaro, Ham Heartbreak. And there's this one level where you go into like a haunted mansion, and then there's this painting. The eyes follow you, and that whole concept like freaked. I was like a very young kid. That concept freaked me out. I had actually gotten my parents to take down a picture of like a Navy woman. It was like a portrait of her, and
Right.
because I kept thinking that her eyes followed me.
Right.
And I threw a fucking tantrum and demanded that they took it down. They were so pissed off at me.
Wow.
I saw
Yeah.
that shit at was it Disney or Universal in Florida?
It's
Yeah,
like
the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I fucking hated that shit as a kid.
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
the eyes would like
It
stare at
freaked
you.
me out. You go in the elevator and the lights turn off, and then it like falls.
Oh, I didn't do that one.
And then you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one where they grabbed my friend and they slammed his head down on a table and smacked a machete down beside his face.
All right, you really need to get therapy because you just keep bringing up this experience of the escape room and your friends dying.
Well,
and
this is a
it's
different
so
one.
Clearly, like, it
is-
scarred you.
this
I'm
is,
starting to think
uh,
he's orchestrating or she's
different
orchestrating
one.
this shit.
Yeah, I like murdering people.
Who doesn't? No, it's actually surprisingly like rewarding.
It's
Like, you will-
cathartic.
You'll feel like a primal dopamine kick
Yeah.
when you murder someone.
I could only ever do it if I was in like the Hunger Games or something. But
Would you? Do you ever fantasize about that, like being in the Hunger Games, like you versus 50 other cunts in a
not
battle royale?
really. It's
No.
kind of
Yeah,
like it's just a bit.
It does
lame.
sound awful,
It's that's what I mean.
but also potentially pog.
Do you think you could,
Potentially pog.
do you think if someone was trying to kill you and you had a gun, do you think you could shoot them?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can't answer that until you're in the situation.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I know, but
It's very easy to be like, oh, I could handle myself in a fight, or oh,
If
I know
it's
what I'd do if I
self-defense-
was mugged. I know how to like disarm someone. But when you have a
Nah.
gun pointed at you,
no, you have a gun.
when you have a gun pointed at someone else,
I reckon if I ever got a gun pointed at me, I'd literally just go rust instincts and press DNA.
and what if there's no rocks
Just-
around?
DNA together,
you
just
just-
A and D, just
yeah.
left and right.
Well, I just don't know if like serpentine in a way actually is that effective in
It
real
is.
life.
If you get shot, that'll be the end of
No.
your DNA.
Have you ever?
Have you seen like those, those shows with where you go through the shapes and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like-
Wipeout.
Fucking doing the moves,
Oh,
like
that's nice.
Oh, that's
Just like
smart.
curving
Yeah.
around the bullet.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
literally.
Have
I
you ever-
mean, if someone held a knife up to me and like I had a gun, I'd still probably do whatever, and because your dry distance, they'd just be able to fucking stab you.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Like-
you could still, you don't instantly die when you get stabbed though, so you could still.
Yeah,
shoot
I guess it just depends. Because if they're too close and like then they could grab the gun,
Yeah.
all that shit, you just gotta comply. But if some fucking crazy crackhead has a knife and he's like 50 feet away from you, like 30 yards or whatever, and you have your gun, there's enough time for you to at least draw and then take safety off and then point.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Scene.
could you like mentally do it? Is more what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
probably,
mentally-
like,
yeah.
In the moment,
Because you
well-
feel like the adrenaline is going to kick in, and then you're fight or flight. And if you're armed with a gun, or like some dude takes a gun out, because you don't ever want to draw. Second, if somebody has a gun on you, you don't want to shoot on the draw.
Yeah, so always
Like-
have your gun in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, scene. You're walking down a road late at night by yourself. I enter the shop. I've just done some crack, and I've also got a knife, and I'm 50 meters away from you, and here I come. Oh.
Then you're on the ground.
Thankfully, I did all that crack, so I'm still coming. Okay, you've definitely got me. Now I'm dead on the ground. Last words, your silhouette appears above me.
Finish him.
Why'd you do that, man? Why'd you kill me?
Yo, we're pimp chimping.
Wow, that's really what you'd do. You'd say we pimp chimping and kill someone.
for murder. That would be illegal. You can't just fucking execute people on the street.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty
Well,
good.
as
That
long as
that's
you don't get
illegal.
caught.
quite ideal.
Yeah. The only way you could do that is if they still had the gun in their hand, because then they're still a threat.
Technically, still self-defense.
Yeah.
So you like grab the knife off the ground, put it in his hand, and
Yeah, maybe not the knife, but if you had a gun, hey guys,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Guns, huh?
they're fucking sick. I play a lot of Pavlov, so I reckon like muscle memory could kick in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, but there's no recoil.
You're right. But I've also shot real guns.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
Shooting guns is fun. I really wish there was a gun range here.
There are.
Yeah, but like for shitty 22 plinkers, and you need to get a gun license, and you can't shoot anything.
Wait, you need
fun.
a gun license to
You
go to a
can't-
firing
Oh,
range?
not
You
a gun
can't take 'em
license.
home
you
with
need to, like, be part of
you.
the gun club or something like that. Like you need to actually get registered.
All right, scene.
kinda cringe.
You're at the gun club. You really want to shoot some guns. I'm behind the desk.
Hi. Hello. Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I want to shoot some guns.
That's too bad. We only got plinkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind?
Blink, 22.
Yeah,
little
it'll
guys.
work.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to shoot a 22?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. There you go.
Oh, it's nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is all right. This is a robbery.
Oh, it's a robbery.
Yep.
Oh.
This is a robbery.
Haven't seen this one before.
But all-
Yeah. It's not a real gun, idiot. Okay, this is Australia.
Oh, it's not real.
Take your trash ass American accent out of my store.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck?
All right, another day's work.
Makes sense.
Hey, let's clean up this body, please.
You said it wasn't real.
Just sweep the body down the hall.
Just sweep it
Open a
down.
closet filled with other bodies. Sweep the body in the closet. Close the closet. Scene. And how many Oscars did we win?
4.
4 Oscars.
Yeah, and only because there were so many closeted people in that episode. You know, Hollywood loves gays.
Such a powerful stance. Yeah. Dead closeted men.
Well, women can shoot guns too.
I suppose.
They just fall backwards because they got little weak legs.
Yeah, little stick bug legs. What if a woman has a strong leg?
One strong leg?
It would fucking boot you into the
It's like the shittest hypothetical ever. What if a woman has a strong leg? Let's think about
What
that.
if? What do you think would be the scariest insect to be enlarged?
Oh, that's a great.
Scariest
talked about
insect
Yeah, I've
to be
talked about
enlarged.
this.
Wait,
Spiders,
you've talked about
remember?
enlarged insects?
Yeah, because we talked about 8-Legged Freaks, which is a movie that scarred me as a
Oh.
child about silly big spiders.
I
taking
reckon
over
a
the
centipede
town.
would be scary.
Yeah.
What a
Fuck
scorpion
that.
coming
Yeah,
at you.
Oh, scorpion would be scary.
Is that an insect or
But
something?
here's the thing.
Yeah, it's
A
an
scorpion, if you enlarged it, would its like pointer still be pointy enough to pierce your skin?
Yeah, good point.
I could just crush your
Because
fucking
it would just
head.
be bigger. I guess that's true.
Fuck, what would be the...
Maybe,
the bug?
honestly, like imagine like a really big fly. That doesn't sound very fun.
Fucking like
Just-
helicopter coming in.
Just
A
fucking-
mosquito.
a huge fly just buzzing overhead, just doing this. You know how flies do this with their hands
Yeah.
to clean themselves?
It'd
Oh,
just
it's
be
very
like a
mosquito
giant
fucking-
vacuum cleaner with
That's
wings.
like an air raid siren coming in if it's that big.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
mosquito just.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, because
Yeah.
mosquitoes do be noisy. You know.
Why are mosquitoes so noisy? It's annoying.
It's
They're a bunch of
their
pests.
wings.
I hate when you're in bed and you hear a mosquito.
Yeah. The only thing beating faster than me in bed is a mosquito's wings making that fucking humming sound. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You ever pull the wings off a fly and put it on the tip of your dick while you're in the bath so it can't go anywhere? It's like it's on.
What the fuck? The fuck did
Wait,
you just
all right.
say?
Just gonna unpack all of that. So you take the fly, the wings off the
Well,
fly.
you know how you make those hypotheticals where you're like, you know, if you were stuck on a deserted island, what would you bring with you? Notice it's like asking a fly, like you're putting it on your deserted island in the water in the middle of the bath. The fly can't fly anymore.
You actually pull his wings off and just leave it on like a little floaty thing in the bath, like it's like.
No,
it's,
you like leave it on the
No,
tip
leave
of
it on
your
the
dick,
tip of your
like it's
dick.
an
oh, on the
island.
tip of your dick.
But it's
Yeah.
gotta like get away before the fucking like volcano erupts in the middle. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
before
that-
like the hot piss.
I guess that works too. It's another layer to it.
Another layer to it. That's terrible. That's actually that
You should
can't
see
be fun.
someone.
That's psychopath shit.
That
Yeah.
is psychopath shit. Dissecting
I didn't
insects.
just come up with that.
Yeah, clearly not. Clearly speaking from much experience.
Yeah, it was a thing.
You actually have done this before.
No, not me.
Uh,
I helped someone do it.
no.
I was an accomplice.
I was accomplice of the crime.
I pulled the wings off, but
my-
I it wasn't my dick.
How'd you pull the wings off with tweezers? With your fingers?
Just with my fingies.
No fingies?
There's a big fly
How'd you capture the fly?
in a shot glass.
Shot glass.
Yeah.
You just have one by the
Well,
the
there's an empty shot glass. It wasn't completely empty though. Had previously had some syrupy drink in it. So the fly was like, "Oh, sugar!" Flew in, got a bit pissed, a bit stumbly around.
woozy
Yeah.
fly.
So I flipped it over quickly,
Yeah.
caught the fly.
Caught the fly.
Then, as it it sat in the fumes of the alcohol, it got so pissed that it passed out. Lift the cup off,
Oh,
very humane-like. Pass out first,
fuck.
wings off.
You're like the Bill Cosby of fly abusing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Thanks.
Bill Cosby of flies.
The Bill Cosby of flies. Oh man, I always check fly media, and they're just your face is everywhere. They can't stand you.
What's the latest buzz? Wood.
The latest
Ooh,
buzz.
That was good.
Yeah, the local buzz.
BuzzFeed.
Yeah,
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
Is that still exist? BuzzFeed
Yeah.
still buzzing
Yeah.
away.
Want to
Yeah.
know what One Direction band member you are?
You could make a
No.
restaurant that specializes in honey and call it BuzzFeed.
Use honey,
You probably couldn't call it BuzzFeed though. It's probably copywritten.
probably.
Mm.
I think it's already a thing.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of that website.
You know what isn't a thing?
What?
Well, that's the thing. You can't really articulate it because as soon as you do, it becomes a thing.
Well, yeah, like you said earlier, ribs for her pleasure.
That's a great restaurant.
Yeah. I wonder if that's an actual restaurant because it's such a good name. Surely someone's thought of
Yeah,
it before.
I can Google.
It's such a great restaurant. I mean, it must be somewhere. Probably somewhere like in the South.
Okay, click the first link when you Google ribs for her pleasure.
You know how it's called ribs. You know, ribs for her pleasure, right? Well, they say that God made women by taking one of
What the
Adam's.
fuck? They want more now?
They took one of Adam's ribs
What for?
and they made a woman out of it.
What was wrong? What did Adam do?
Well, he just wanted something to fuck.
And he was like, I'll sacrifice
I'll sacrifice a rib.
I would
'cause-
give a rib for something to fuck right now. And God was like, are you sure? Because I can take that very literally.
Yeah. So God took a rib, and then Adam was like, "Oh, Pog, now I'm flexible enough to suck my own dick. Don't
even
need the woman anymore."
anymore.
And then she fucking ate some apple off a tree, and God was like, "What the fuck? That was my
That's
apple.
I was saving
Hey,
that.
I had my little label on it, little piece of duct tape, said God on it.
Yeah.
That means it's mine in the fridge, mate." She fucking ate it. He
Fucking
kicked her out
ate
of the garden.
No more garden for Eve.
Yeah.
Eve's out in the world wandering about, barefoot and tits out, you know? No clothes back then. Imagine that. No clothes. What do you reckon
Yeah.
about that, Mace?
Leaves.
You like being naked?
I mean, I'm naked in most videos we do. So
It's true.
Accurate.
It's true. He does have a natural inclination to the nude lifestyle. Being naked's great. I love living alone because I can walk around my house naked. I can take a shit naked with the door open. And
Okay.
that is freedom.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I do like wearing clothes. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? I mean,
Clothes are pretty nice.
have you ever walked downstairs naked?
Yeah, dude.
it hurt more to fall naked than being.
Oh.
I
clothed.
like kick my nuts like a hacky sack back and forth when I go down the steps.
You have to see someone.
We have very large nuts.
Are they large or just dangly?
They're large.
Do your balls hang low?
Do they
no,
wobble to the
they're
floor?
like about
It's a standard nut.
like
That's a large nut.
Standard ball.
That's
well,
not a standard ball.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
more or less.
like so
Yeah,
the
but he was-
average
he was doing
average
this.
testy is maybe like
Sounds-
the O and the in the white powers thing that I'm doing right here.
Is that what? Is that white power?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is white
okay
power.
symbol.
The W and the P.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
so-
what that's for?
Yeah.
Huh.
So whenever you see somebody go like, "Hey man,"
Okay.
it's like, "Okay, white power."
But didn't 4chan just make that a thing because, 4chan?
Wait, but wouldn't
No.
it only be white power if you do it upside down?
Or no, this is
No,
the
no.
P, like your arm.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
like
yep,
this
yep.
is the
That's such a
this is the
loose,
P,
like-
the P and the W.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about? Are you sure it's not prisoner of war?
No.
Well,
Oh,
what's their icon?
POW?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe it is prisoner
or
of
it could
war.
be, or this could be like what you do before you punch someone in the face. Go, pow, like that.
Yeah, or you could put it down by your thigh.
I think it's actually a dog. When you do like the light on the wall, I think it's supposed to be a dog.
No,
yeah,
this is a dog.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
then what's
that's-
this? Is
that's
this like
more of
a
a bunny,
rabbit?
I guess.
Oh, it's a bunny.
To
Yeah.
everyone listening to the audio, we're just doing
Oh,
symbols
yeah, good point.
and gestures with our hands. We figured that the podcast in auditory form was just boring, so we've decided to turn it into a hand puppet show.
Now we're just doing hand puppets right now. They can't see anything. They can't see any of the fucking hands.
Sorry about that,
These
mate.
Motherfuckers.
Completely forgot.
That's-
Forgot about you listening in your car.
Yeah, what do these people listening to this shit look like? Let's be real.
Look like.
Yeah, like who are these people? I mean, we've met some of them at events and
Fuck,
etc.
I
They,
know.
they seem normal,
Yeah.
but they're definitely not. Are
No,
they?
they're listening to us.
That's true. I see some comments like, "Oh, you guys have helped shape me to be the person I am today." I'm like, "Bad. That's
Yeah.
not good."
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
I get a lot of that. I get a lot of that. People are like, "Oh, you made me accept LGBT shit." I make a lot of jokes that are bad about LGBT shit.
Yeah, but maybe that helps the LGBT shit. You ever think about that?
Mm.
Everything about that joking maybe just normalizes things and makes everyone have a good laugh.
Yeah, but that's like that's a smart, realistic way to take that situation. I don't like it.
We're not really about that, are we?
Yeah, no.
Being smart and realistic is so boring.
I prefer to be irrational.
Yeah, and stupid.
Yeah. Do you reckon if you run out of food as a soldier, you become irrational?
It's a great question.
You're just on a roll today with these, aren't you?
Oh, sorry, it's my only way of making humor now.
I'm so irrational. God. I'm gonna start making strange decisions. Like
Oh,
I don't know, what's an irrational decision a soldier would make?
Killing civilians with a drone.
It sounds kind of like what they do already.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Maybe they're just
actually.
hungry. Should have had a Snickers.
Should have.
Can I say that, or are we gonna have to bleep that out?
What? Because you said Snicker,
Yeah,
as in the chocolate bar.
yeah. We could talk about
Well, that's
drone
a-
striking people, but we can't say like name brands. You know.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah.
That's the slogan for Snickers. What does it
I
mean?
think so.
Unpack it now, Mason.
They give you nuts.
They give you nuts,
There you go.
and
Nuts
there's
have protein.
Nothing else to say about it.
Okay.
Nuts are a great source of protein if you're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Or vegan.
Yeah.
You can-
Or you could have, chickpeas.
You know, vegans can actually swallow semen.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
all can.
What do you mean?
Like, it doesn't go against veganism to, like
like an animal product.
Yeah,
shit.
Wait,
because
does that
like,
mean that they can eat human flesh?
No. Because the
Vegan
entire
cannibal.
thing with semen is that it was an animal product that consented to be extracted.
So if
So-
a cow was like,
Milk me. cunt.
milk me,
Yeah.
then I can drink milk?
Yes.
If you can get a cow to
suppose.
say that, go
If
right
you can
ahead.
actually get a
Because
cow
if you could bridge the gap of communication between animals and humans, then like I'm sure vegans would be like, because imagine like you plug in a translator to a cow and it's just like, yeah, I had a nice life, just kill me and eat my flesh. It's all cool, like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like the vegans would probably be like, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if
Right.
I consent to have someone eat me, then it's vegan?
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it would be vegan.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, people have done that. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking cannibal, like, brought this dude back to his place and like and it was like completely consensual. Like, had it written down like he consented to being killed and eaten because it was like his fetish or something.
Is it legal?
Which
That
is
point?
Sounds like there could
That's
be
what-
some duress involved.
That is
But-
just let this sink in. How fucked of a fetish is it? Like how
I wanna
to be
die.
like I want to be murdered and eaten. Like what? How do you even get off?
Well, maybe they.
I have a feeling, Swagger, that he actually didn't consent and that he was just put under extreme duress because he was in a hostage situation and he would have signed anything.
The cops walk in on him eating this guy's limb. Is like, okay, you're not gonna believe this story, all right?
So
Which
this
you will
guy
not
comes up to
believe
me, he begs me to kill him, begs me for it, and then tells me to eat him as well. And who am I to refuse the will of a
Yeah.
man?
Remember when that woman was selling her virginity
What?
to the highest bidder?
Which one?
It was like, there was
Don't
this,
they do that in like India?
I don't know. But, fuck me.
What?
That is a
Jesus
generalization.
Christ.
Why India? They do it in all kinds of places.
But there was this
They
woman.
have markets for marriage in China.
Wait,
What the
really?
fuck?
Yeah, like they'll literally go out to like a market square where like suitors, like men who are looking for wives, will go out and they'll find women. And
Oh,
there's
but they
like
don't
a-
actually buy them, right?
No, I'm not too sure.
Not
But
legally.
I'm pretty sure like they meet and then they talk about like, oh, how would you be a good mate for me, and
Oh.
that kind of thing. And then if they're like,
Interesting.
yeah, that's good enough, then I think they get married.
Oh.
But maybe they pay for it, maybe they don't. I don't know who would be paying who in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, as
But
long
anyway.
as everyone's happy.
This woman sold her virginity on eBay, I think it was.
eBay, huh?
Wow.
And it was like legal. And I'm pretty sure she got like
The
hundreds
fuck?
of thousands of dollars for it.
Really?
It was like, hey, I'm a virgin. Who wants to take my virginity? Sell it to the highest bidder.
Hmm.
And a bunch of rich dudes were like, yeah, I'll fuck this virgin for fucking few $100K.
Sounds like a good meme.
Yeah.
Man,
that crazy?
That's pure capitalism.
Should I look it up?
Yeah,
the details?
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
Capitalism 101. Was that the first thing monkeys did when they like gave
When
them
they were-
currency?
Yeah, introduced
What, they
They
sold their
literally-
virginities?
Yeah, pretty much. They
well,
like
they-
started prostitution, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like when they
First thing they
realized
did.
they gave them like I forgot what they gave them as like a medium for currency, but they told them like, oh, you could trade in this thing for bananas or for peanuts or food, water, whatever. And they'd given them like the currency to do it, and then they started trading with each other. And then they were like, if I give this girl 4 coins, then she'll let me fuck her.
Yeah.
And so they
Literally
just
pimp
started,
chimping.
it was literally pimp chimping,
The
started
Jesus.
prostituting each other
Yeah.
to get coins to eat bananas.
That's crazy.
I mean, people have been capitalists since day one, man. Commodifying human pleasure is just one of the most basic things you can do. You know,
Exactly.
I've got the details
nothing wrong with
here,
it.
guys.
She's got
Oh,
the,
yeah.
she's got the details.
A model from Azerbaijan
Oh,
has reportedly sold her virginity through the Cinderella escort agency for over $3.5 million.
Wow.
Wow.
Mahbuba,
I told you it was in India.
okay, she was 23. And
Mabuba?
she said she did it to make her mother proud. Okay. And so she can buy her house and they can travel. It's kind of
You're
wholesome.
actually kidding.
This website says 3.5 million. This website says 3.9. This website says 2.6. Either way, all of these are over $2 million.
Yeah, Jesus. That's actually
Nice.
worth quite a lot. I wish
One
I
point-
sold my virginity.
Well, I'm going to have a look at the woman and see, what
Would
they're
you pay
paying
1
for.
point some million for that?
Yeah.
But is
I
that
gotta-
What if you just nut in the first 10 seconds?
Yeah.
It's a fucking expensive ass nut.
You can't even resell it either. It's
No.
like a used car, just immediately loses that value.
It's no longer mint condition, unfortunately, and you cannot resell virginity.
Do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. This is will judge
That's
this
what
woman.
$2.6 million pussy looks
shit.
like.
Really?
It's quite a like sexy photo, I suppose.
Well, there's multiple. They're all sexy, but I mean, I think you're paying for the virginity aspect.
Mm.
Yeah, she alright.
Would you pay 2.6 million?
Nah, I'll buy some
Wait,
apartments.
they all have sex with condoms. Oh, fucking 50% off coupon.
Wait, did you
for
just
that
say
one.
they all have sex with condoms?
Apparently, it's like they keep doing it. That's just
Oh,
like
the
one
girl-
chick.
Oh wait, it's not.
There's
It's
like
not just
multiple.
her.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
they
can
have a
just-
business?
You can just buy women's virginities.
Shit.
Jesus. Things you can
Man,
buy.
Capitalism, bro.
The world's a wacky place.
It
it is
isn't
kind
it?
of weird.
The world is actually insanely wacky.
Yeah.
You don't really realize that growing up.
Yeah, dude. Every second, there are people that are laughing. There's people that are listening to the same songs that you are. There's people that are getting murdered. There are people that are getting murder-suicided.
Half the world's sleeping.
Half the world's sleeping.
I thought you were going to say,
I
like,
woke up.
at every moment, there's people laughing, except the people listening to this show.
Yeah.
It's the only place you won't find them,
Those poor
unfortunately.
people.
Those poor souls out there.
I'm so sorry for you guys.
Yeah, every day. Right now, someone's dead. Boom, someone died. My mom! Oh, sorry. She's probably fine.
You guys ever been swerved?
Swerve.
What's that
Like
mean?
you go in for a kiss or something, and then someone swerves.
No.
They
No.
move their mouth out of the way.
You do that in like
that's
the car.
thing you do
fucking,
in
like,
front of the camera,
Hmm?
like when for like videos and stuff. That's what.
Well, yeah. Or if someone's trying to kiss you and you don't want to kiss them.
That's when you serpentine away.
True.
One time I was out at the club. This girl was kind of hitting on me. Beautiful girl, gorgeous. Just wasn't feeling in the mood though. She reaches in for a kiss. I turn around and I just snake away. I just serpentine.
Yeah.
That's just such a
slither
funny
away like a snake.
Saying that?
It's like head down, but like it's actually running in a serpentine fashion is actually very difficult. It's not like the video games. It's not smooth. It's like a jagged zigzag away
Yeah.
through the club.
Yeah.
So anyway, she caught up.
Yeah. You guys ever go clubbing?
Sometimes he
Sometimes.
does. He does.
Very often?
I
go like-
went clubbing once with you, Maze.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I tend to do it the most.
What is the most appealing part about clubbing to you?
The seals.
I think the music mostly.
The music? That makes sense.
Yeah.
And just like packs of people. Like I feel like it just gives you a natural dose of euphoria.
Yeah. Seal makes
The
great music.
natural
Everyone
dose of euphoria. Eh?
sounds-
What do you mean?
Oh,
There's a real natural dose of euphoria you got going on in the club.
Oh yeah, you know, like you can
I mean,
enhance it.
No,
but
it is an energy. Like, I mean, people complain about clubs like they're loud. It's like, well, yeah, you're going to a club. It's supposed to be a loud place. The point is like the energy in the room. There's just something about loud music and bodies moving together, and like just being able to.
Yeah, it's like the crowd, not just like you dancing at home to shit.
It's the conjoined energy of humans
Yeah.
enjoying and appreciating the same bit of music and probably a few of the same drugs.
It's
Makes
like you could be a fish in the open water swimming along independent and cool, but as soon as you join the school of fish, then it's like you're a part of the hive mind,
Yeah.
right?
There's
You
a
be-
freedom in that
you know.
because you no longer stand out. You're just a part of a bunch of fish swimming.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't you think it's weird that like cells are made out of atoms, non-living things that make living things, and then those cells aren't really inherently living, and then they make up tissue, and that tissue isn't inherently living, and it makes
that
up
makes
organs,
so much more sense.
and then the organs make up your whole body, and then then you're like a living conscious thing. So what is it when you and 100,000 people or like 50,000 people in a crowd are all interacting together like synergistically? Does it become a new being?
Mitochondria is the
Wait, it's the
powerhouse
same
of-
person. It's the same person.
If you zoomed in far enough into a person, would it like look like a bunch of separate things?
Let's just address this point because I actually
Right.
think it's an interesting point. It's like the idea is that when there's this many people together behaving in unison, it's almost like we're just one big cell, one big organism working together, right? Is that your point?
Yeah, kind of like mob mentality. Like people wouldn't do stuff that they would do alone,
Yeah.
but they would do in a mob, which is why when mobs of people get together, there's more of a predisposition to violent behavior.
Yeah. It's really easy to get a mob to commit violence. You just go, all
Extremely.
right, step to the left. And the mob's like, all right, that's fun. Step to the right. Clap your hands. Everyone's clapping their hands. Everyone's smiling now. And then you go, stomp that cunt on the ground. Fucking stomp him. And then everyone's like, oh. One guy's not stomping him, and the other guy's like, well, if he's stomping him, I want to stomp him. Like, I've never stomped someone before. Everyone else is doing the stomping. I'm going to stomp.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got a dead man and a very happy crowd.
And then it goes, 3 hump this time.
Slide to the left. Yeah. Mob mentality do be crazy.
Yeah.
Same reason that no one gives money to the homeless.
Are you going to elaborate?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, it's the same thing where, like, you know, if you know, people walk past homeless people all the time. Obviously, no one's obligated to give money, you know, like, I'm not going to act like I'm a saint who gives money to the homeless all the time, but, like, you know, it's just an issue and they're invisible people and, you know, everyone's ignoring them. So therefore you feel morally okay with ignoring them.
Do you remember that time we had gone out to eat and I think we walked to like the 7-Eleven down the road and there was a group of like legitimate crackheads. They looked like legitimate crackheads. And then maybe 10 feet from them was like a busker, like playing guitar, like pretty all right. And I think it might have been Ryan or somebody in the group that had like $200 and just gave it all to the crackheads while the busker was watching.
Oh my God. It was terrible.
So funny.
What a shit story.
So funny.
I mean, you never know.
Because
you're
they're homeless. They're homeless.
Yeah. You say they're crackheads. Did you see them doing any crack?
I didn't see many teeth, man.
Well,
Missing
maybe
a lot of
you never
teeth.
know. Don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe the busker was the one doing crack, and these were just a couple of teethless fellows having a yarn
No,
outside.
the busker would be doing
7-Eleven.
coke like a real one would.
You said,
Yeah,
Well,
you're
homeless
probably
people
right.
can't really brush their teeth, you know?
Yeah.
That's true.
You said it was a 7-Eleven, right?
I think it was this ammo, yeah.
Why do 7-Elevens always have at least one just like dude standing outside that is going to ask you for money or something?
Does
You
it
know,
come with the
they'll, like,
door or something?
open the door for you or something, and you're like,
Yeah.
what do you expect me to do? You want me to give you money to open a door?
There's
Why are
usually
you
like
confused by this? Of course.
There's usually an ATM inside, and because it's convenience
Yeah.
store, maybe people will go in and be like, "I'll just get like a $1."
I guess that makes sense.
A
Also
$1 snack.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
very frequented places. People have cash on them, so of course they're gonna, wait outside for some money, and good for them for trying to earn their money by opening the door for you.
All right, I'm
You
no longer
fuck.
confused. I understand now.
You've explained it, and it now makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. Hopefully, it
See-
makes perfect dollars.
Hopefully.
Each along 7-Eleven, there's that many people screaming there all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I went in there to buy a pack of ciggies one time. This girl was screaming at the guy in front, and I was behind her in line. And then I was buying the pack of ciggies, and she comes over and just starts screaming.
Was she screaming about the low prices?
I don't know. She was just saying, fuck. I don't know what the law was of the story, but she was just yelling at him.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? I was just sitting there, like, hearing it.
What the fuck?
I was like, what is
Could you
going
stop
on?
yelling?
And the guy's just, like, doing his thing. He's just ignoring it.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
know, man. There's a lot of, like, weird NPCs out there.
That's
that
true.
just scream.
You ever think about how you could let someone into your life, say a random NPC, say the screaming woman, you could have a conversation with her and just bring her into your life and how that would change your life and how everyone you interact with changes your life and sets it on a different path. You know, it's very interesting how the people around us affect us and influence our future behavior, no?
Yeah, recently
Yeah.
I've been thinking about how like certain decisions that you made in your past, if you didn't make them, may have meant that you didn't get to the place that you are now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost all decisions that you've made in your past have led you to the present.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Called the
Even
butterfly
if-
effect.
Yeah, even if you had done one thing wrong or one thing slightly different. I mean, I wouldn't be here now if,
You didn't snort that water,
If I didn't, before that, I didn't drop an epic freestyle in that exact server that Matt was in at the exact time that I logged on.
It's true.
Yeah, or if you dropped the freestyle, but it wasn't epic.
Yeah, it was.
They just
it
like
was-
choked up.
Yeah, it was shitty.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't meet Faceless.
Oh, Juggy.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's the connection between you two, or
Yeah, well,
Well,
if you didn't grief Faceless and you didn't get so mad about it, you wouldn't be here.
You've got that epic content.
That was
Yeah.
a funny bit. Though.
I wouldn't be here
Yeah.
if I wasn't such a little shit and just stayed in the school I was at.
True. Well, because you met me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I would have never been here if I didn't decide to make a YouTube channel, I guess. But,
Yeah.
you
If
know,
I wasn't so madly in love with Fitz, I never would have got to this point.
and if I wasn't so determined on ignoring Toby whenever she said that, then things would be probably pretty weird right now. But thank God I ignore it, right?
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Oh man.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't love you. Please.
Imagine if two of the
let it go.
Misfits were like just fucking each other, you know?
Imagine.
So weird.
Cut that.
It's like
That'd be so crazy.
it'd be so weird, you know. The dynamic would be so different.
Do you guys think? Do you think that everybody here, and I guess moreover, most YouTubers have dealt with imposter syndrome?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Well, it takes a lot of ego to think, oh, I deserve all this attention.
Yeah, there was this very interesting thing that I saw. Apparently, you know, it was like, you know, the imposter syndrome is somebody who's competent, somebody that is in the position, and you know they're filling it and they're doing a good job, but they think, why am I here? I'm not good enough. I don't deserve to be here, et cetera, et cetera.
All right, did you read my book or something? Because
And then there's like, I think it's called like the wisdom
Teeth.
effect, or
Effect.
the wisdom something. But basically, it's like, and this is especially apparent for people in high-end fields, astrophysics, chemistry, like computer science, where, you know, they're starting, and it follows this curve where they're starting to learn, and they're like, I'm getting good grades, I'm getting good marks, I actually know what's going on. And then the more adept and the more they get into like say a physicist just going from like, you know, plotting out fucking, you know, vertices or whatever the fuck, and then going to astrophysics or quantum mechanics, and then just being like, I don't know anything, I know nothing, and then they get super paranoid about their ability, and then that hinders them.
Yes.
And then there's a thing called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and this is when there is somebody who thinks that they're not, well, they aren't qualified, however, they have an inflated sense of expertise and importance and confidence that they shouldn't have.
It's
And-
utopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was just about to say, I almost feel like to have imposter syndrome, you kind of have to not be an imposter. Like, to have this imposter
That's kind of
syndrome,
sus.
you have to like, I feel like you almost have to have that progress of like working hard and getting to the position that you
Yeah.
got to in order to feel like, man, do I deserve this?
Well, imposter syndrome just implies that you are capable and you
Yeah,
are experienced,
that's
but
true.
you feel otherwise.
But
So-
like on the other side of it, someone that maybe just like actually did kind of go up and like get to where they are out of pure luck or something might not like get the imposter syndrome, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the Dunning-Kruger is especially comparable to people like flat earthers, to where they
Right.
believe they're an expert, and they're like, oh, well, if the Earth is moving this fast through space and it is rotating and the Earth does have a curve, then like I'll set up this test to determine it. So I'll set up like, you know, a thing that's 12 feet high, and then I'll go 70 feet this way, set up another thing, and then if I shine a light through two holes, the curvature of the Earth would mean that I would have to put it higher to account for the curve. And then they'll do the test, and then the test result will prove that the Earth is curved. And then they'll be like, well, there's something clearly wrong with this method of experiment, because they're so dead set on this idea that they're an expert and they understand.
It's almost willful ignorance at
Yeah.
that point, and normally it's out of, you know, protecting a fragile ego, or
Well, yeah.
they built their world around their worldview and they refuse to be self-aware enough to look
Well,
within and let it go.
Well, that's
Like
the thing.
The imposter syndrome is interesting because it really demonstrates the importance of between confidence and arrogance,
Mhm.
and like how to navigate the two, and like how to like remain confident in your abilities, and like be like, all right, like I know what I'm doing, I feel competent, like I know, like I believe in myself, I believe in this, but without letting it slip to the point of like, you know, arrogance,
Where you're like, I'm the best.
you're too headstrong, and
Yeah.
you know, and I think that's a thing that a lot of people in important positions, or people with power, or anything, struggle with. You know, at least people who are authentic and genuine. A lot of people just will be like, oh, I'm powerful and I love it and whatever, and, you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's tricky. It's a very tricky thing to do. And like, if you don't believe that you're competent at the job, then you're probably not going to do a very good job. But if
No.
you manifest the confidence somehow, you know, even if it's coming from, in some ways, an artificial place, maybe if at the end of the day you don't believe that you're as good as, you know, your colleagues think, or anything like that. If you just like I forgot what I was gonna say, but you know.
I mean,
get
there's
my
the whole
point.
thing of there's the whole thing of like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have confidence in a field, you
Yeah.
just pretend that you're confident in your field,
Mm.
and then by pushing yourself with this inflated sense of confidence, this inflated sense of ability, you actually you learn, you get experience, and then you're able to do subsequent like tasks or jobs or anything that then fills your knowledge of what you're doing,
Yeah.
thus giving you real confidence and
Yeah.
real competence.
And that's why so
Yes.
many people lie on job interviews.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people lie in general.
Dude.
Yeah,
honestly.
true.
Dude, I submitted, I tweeted like yesterday that I was looking for editors. I got a lot of really good applications and all that, but reading like, some of the emails, and you have to expect that there's going to be like emails that just are written by kids
Yeah.
or jokes or whatever. But man, I was really surprised at how, I don't want to be mean about it, but just how horribly structured some of these were.
Yeah.
Just not,
Yeah.
just like reading word salad.
Yeah. I mean, did they really teach you how to write an email in school?
I
don't
mean,
know. I don't know if they do.
It's
Maybe they
weird, dude. Public schooling in the U.S. was weird. Matt, do you remember taking the personal finance class? Was that mandated in your school? Had
Fuck
to do like
no.
a personal finance thing? Really?
I mean, it was an elective class you could take. It was called like home ed or something like that,
Yeah,
where they
there's
like
home
teach you
ed.
how to like
Who's ed and why is he
cook,
home?
like how to write checks and shit.
yeah. Who writes checks, bro?
Yeah, like
I don't
fuck, when
fucking
in
write
second
checks.
grade they taught me how to write cursive and then how to do checks and all that shit. None of that shit.
God,
Yeah.
your brain
None
just
of
gets filled up with so much useless junk. So
Yo,
much useless junk.
Pythagorean's theorem. What is it?
Oh,
A
God.
square plus b square is c square.
Have
Yeah,
you guys
I
ever
think so.
received a check as a present, like as a
Yeah,
gift?
yeah.
holy
My
fuck, that's all
mom
this shit.
still writes checks, dude. She writes checks and she sends them to me in Australia. I'm like, oh, guess I'll cash this American check at American American check.
Yeah, how
in
the fuck are we supposed to get our
Australian
stimulus
bank.
checks? How's that gonna work?
Dude, that shit went right into my U.S. bank account.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking use it for anything.
Mm.
Wait, you actually got one?
Yeah, I got a stimmy check.
Did they send it to everyone?
Yeah,
I think
every
so. There's
American
like the
citizen.
certain requirements you had to meet, but I think we still technically.
Yeah, I think
meet
we
them.
received it. I received the first. I think I'm gonna receive the second.
You
I'm
have to
not,
pay
I'm not
tax
sure.
on a stimulus check.
Fuck if I know, but probably
you
it's
do, yeah.
Oh
America.
my God. Crazy.
So there goes there goes like half my fucking check.
But yeah, moral of the story is fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people are drawn to confidence as well. Everyone's a little bit lost in life, and when someone looks like they know what they're doing,
Yeah,
it's a natural human thing to be like, "Oh, yo, fucking makes sense. I'll pay attention to that. Follow
yeah,
that guy."
That was the point I was getting to with the whole email thing. Is that the biggest red flag I could see in an application was somebody downplaying their ability, or somebody saying, "I'm not that good," but, and then it was just like,
Yes.
well, if you're saying that you're not that good,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
why should I even continue reading?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because with something like a job application or like an email like that or something, you are at the end of the day like selling yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one's gonna go to a shop and be like, the shopkeeper's like, this clock is like pretty good. Like
Yeah.
it's not that good, but it works. No one's gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'll take that clock over this perfectly good other one,
right.
That's why it's so important and useful to be able to gloat in a charming fashion.
Yeah.
Right.
Not even gloat, just sell yourself. Just talk about yourself in a way that seems authentic, but is also like selling yourself. It's
Yeah.
like a,
For example, instead of saying like, I kind of give a good blowjob, you could be like, dude, I give the sickest gobbies. Like,
yes, it's very charming swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, point is, don't sell yourself short. All right. You don't know what your value is, and maybe you got more value than you think,
Or way less.
or way
Yeah, or
less.
way
you
less.
Could
You
have
could be
way less.
worthless.
You could be a worthless piece of shit.
Yeah, you
Most
But it's-
likely.
It's almost always better to think I'm probably not a worthless piece of shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
where are
Yeah.
you gonna get if you're thinking the other way? And just don't be a cunt. That'll be my other piece of
Yeah.
advice. Mason
useful.
tried being a cunt for a few years. Didn't really work that well for him.
Nah, really.
So. We're ending the show. It's been an hour. How are you? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're a little sweaty?
Yeah.
You okay? You're not nervous?
Oh, I'm always nervous, mate.
Aren't we all? It's 2021. There's a lot to be nervous about. Anyone else got anything they want to say?
No.
All right.
Gamer Supps, new flavor coming soon.
Soon.
New secret Misfits branded flavor. So
Soon.
get ready for it. Next episode, you'll hear more about it.
Soon.
But until then,
Soon.
gamersupps.gg, use code Misfits for
Soon.
10% off.
Yep.
And yeah, get some energy. And yeah.
It's
And
coming soon.
Go fuck yourself. Guys, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.